Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Cheryl, and today we're gonna make a Italian pork stew. It is called pork al latte, and mainly a pork stew is made with milk, but we're gonna do it a little bit different. And this recipe is not my own. It's from Chef John from foodwishes.com. And we're going to use a little bit different ingredients that he's been using. We're going to use creme fraiche, which he has in his video. And we're using better than bouillon, chicken base. And I'm using a little bit more pork and a little bit more bacon than what his recipe called for. I'm using close to 2 pounds of pork. Anyway, we're going to get into this, and let me take you over to the stove and we'll get this going, because it has to simmer for at least 1 hour, and then we'll finish it off. So let's get over to it and get this going. Okay guys, we're over at the stove. I'm going to turn the fire on. We're going to get this pan hot. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm going to add in, I'm using about four to 5 slices of bacon. That's what I had left. And I'll have Farron put the recipe in the video wherever he can do this. So we're going to let this render down the fat from the bacon and get this going. And on my cutting board, I have my 2 pounds of pork cut up, and they're like roughly 1 inch to 2 inch little squares or diced up. So what we're going to do, we're going to salt and pepper these. Okay, got a pinch of salt. And we're going to roll this around to get the rest of the salt and pepper all around on all the sides. Okay. Let that rest while the bacon is cooking. And get this bacon going. Now let this crisp up. And rinse off my hands. And get this bacon going. Now let this crisp up. And I prep all my ingredients beforehand, so it saves us some time. So we're just going to let this sit here and render down and crisp up. Okay. Turn down my pan to about medium. We're going to pull out this bacon. Okay. Turn down my pan to about medium. We're going to pour out this bacon. And reserve your bacon grease, because now we're going to put our pork slices in cubes. And we're going to brown these up. Turn on the fan a little bit. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm going to take the pork out. And I'll have it down to about and I'm going to put this pork to the side so you can hear me better. And we're going to add in our onion. It's one small onion. And we're going to saute this. Put a little bit of salt. And we turn up the heat a little bit to about a medium high to get these onions going and whip them down a little bit. I mean, you can't go wrong with bacon and pork cubes and onions. And turn up the heat a little bit to about a medium high to get these onions going and wilt them down a little bit. I mean, you can't go wrong with bacon and pork cubes and onions. And so, I'm going to add in, if I can get the jar open, goodness, some of the garlic that we put up. About 4 cloves worth, okay, guys? And saute that around so you smell it. You don't want to burn your garlic. Okay. Then I'm going to add in 1.25 cups of better than bouillon. And I have it like on a medium low. And I'm going to add in this whole container of creme fraiche. It's 8 ounces. Well, it calls for 1/2 cup, but I'm using a lot more pork. So let's start off with at least half the container. You know what? I'm just going to put the whole shebang in. You know how I work. Might as well, because I don't know what I'm going to use this for. Okay. Everybody in the pool. Okay, I got that in. And then I chopped up some fresh sage. And it's about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to put our bacon back in. And we're going to bring this up to a little bit of a simmer. And we're going to put our pork back in. And we're going to simmer this for 1 hour with the lid on. Okay? Put all those juices back in. Okay. And we're going to put this lid on. And we're going to simmer this for 1 hour. Okay? Okay, guys. We're going to take off the lid. And stir this around a little bit. And we're going to stir this around a little bit. And we're going to cook this down just a little bit till it gets thick. And the pork gets a little tender. And the sauce gets thicker. Okay. Just smells good. So this should take a few minutes. About 10-15 minutes, maybe 20, till it starts getting thicker. Okay. I have it at like a medium low. We're going to just let this hang out here so the sauce gets a little thicker. Okay, guys, we're going to start plating some of this up. And like I said, I didn't have any polenta, what the recipe calls for, so I made some grits. I'm going to put some on the plate. And we're going to plate this up. Okay. Oh, this smells so good. Look at that, guys. Isn't that awesome? This is what is for dinner tonight. It is pork latte. It's an Italian stew. Okay, guys. You know what we're having for dinner? What are you having for dinner? Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with me today. And I'll catch you on the next video. Love you guys. Bye.